Snake! 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 Alright. Alright, guys. We're back with another one. It's light here. And, well, guess I don't need to explain what happened last time. It's right in our face. Apparently, we met Miss Pavlova's little friend, and it's a snake. And it turns out, Sholmes put together that this is the culprit behind Cosimo's demise. Now, whether that or not that's true, or the details and all that, I guess we'll have to see. Anyways, let's get into it. Allow me to introduce you all. The band. The speckled band. The snake? Indubitably. Everybody has complete shock. I mean, I don't blame them. Imagine just fighting a snake on your cruise. Mr. Sholmes, just one thing. Hey, what troubles you? Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more drippy, wouldn't you say? Jeez. Yes, you're right. I think in this case you'd have to call it the strike band, wouldn't you? You both see and observe the distinction. However, do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall? Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap? So please think for yourself or accept for just 1 second. Not exactly. I think perhaps it is time I explained the intricacies of my train of thought. Yes, please. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova? I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me, except that I killed him. I mean, I totally didn't kill him. There are 2 conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number 1, last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number 2, the same friend is responsible for the victim losing his life. No. He's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asagi. Or Mr. Stroganoff, trying to speak as he can. It looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head. No duh. I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. Oh my gosh. So, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Please, not again. Great deduction. The game is afoot. Oh boy, topic 1. Intruder's identity. We're gonna have to fix this again. Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed to follow him. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. Question mark period. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally. It was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Oh, jeez. As I suspected, another telltale glance. Can somebody get the poor snake off of him? Like Terpet, no, but can she, like, command him off of him? Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. Victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band, whereas you know what the word. The specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we then give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying, but failing to conceal, can only be the snake's foul skin. Evidently, after this subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin. No? I don't know what you are talking about. Last night, through the ventilator visible in this cabin, your then speckled friend slithered next door. Using the felt corp on the other side of the bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. If he's actually dead, you know. Still think that this is all a trap. But not a trap. Setup. He's still alive. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake, whose markings change each time it swells its skin. A snake so dreadful we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India. I'm a beloved speckled snake. Okay. Unless she could have more than one, maybe? She did say only friend. Mr. Asaki died. He's not dead. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury. So dramatic, for no reason. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Now, if we take that as fact... Wait. He's the one that said he was crushed by the snake, no? Whatever. I think he has amnesia or something. We can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be? Yes, an examination of the deceased's body will prove the cause of death conclusively. Almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend. This makes no sense. There's no point feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. That's right. You had evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. Not the case, I guess. When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt. You don't. It is telling that the victim made note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend. To train? Indeed, you'd put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you'd summon it back with a whistle. You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more. Do you deny the snake has undergone such training? It's not true. Having slithered through the ventilator and down the billboard, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible. It's something. Death by a venomous snake's bite. You know, oh wait, was he not there when we got the report? Where is it? The freaking postmortem report. Yeah, cervical spine injury. No traces of external injury or poison. Yeah, I'm guessing he wasn't there. Yeah, because we received it by Inspector Hasanaga. I don't think he was there. Came after or something? I don't remember. Everybody's just in shock. That's beautiful. Say cheese. Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is the key to training any creature. Incredible. You've solved the mystery. No. Please. Amazing. Your great deduction really lives up to its name. You see now why Herlock Sholmes has become such a household name. My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand. Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes? But of course, what's on your mind? It's just about your deductions before. Some things don't quite make sense to me. I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly. Oh, well, good. First of all, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. You are well informed, madam. And reptiles, don't drink milk. Oh. It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see? So, I'm not sure it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward. No matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds. Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Oh. Interesting how she has all that information in that tiny book of hers. Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to say no to a snake by whistling. Is that like an encyclopedia in her hand? But madam, what are the tales from Arabia? Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sounds of a flute? I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements. Oh, see. No hands, no feet, no ears. These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless. No. The poor snake, what did they do to you? Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes. There is one other thing. You have more? Someone stop her. Snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in these cabins. Then you should try harder. That's your answer. Please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have had a part in this. He's so defeated. She really got hit him with a takedown with knowledge. No. Dot 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 dot. So so awkward. I think we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh no, you don't mean... Yes, we need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest deductions and turn them into the great ones they ought to be. I had a feeling that was coming. Alright, let's give it a try. Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, right. So, cast your eyes down to your wrists again. Yay, freedom! What? This poor guy keeps teasing him. He just sets him free for like, what was it, 10 minutes and then puts him on again. You've done it again. Your handcuffs are gone. Where did they go? Fear not. I shall see they're restored after our work is done. I really wish you'd leave them all. Yes, please, just leave them all. Now everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Please. First correction. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. Okay. About it all playing then. This has nothing to do with me. Whole thing has nothing to do with me. But you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. She does have a pained expression on her face. Yes, that's true. She looks as though causing someone's death is weighing heavily on her mind. You're not sure Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly, is that it? There be some other way to interpret her expression, then? Let's take a moment and really look very closely at Miss Pavlova. It's her wrist, no? Her hand? It won't let me target it. Is it her ear? She's holding her hand. Can we not target her hand? I mean, the only thing it's letting me target is straight. Wait, what's this? Straight ear. Alright, let's do the ear. Oh, it's fine. She has such petite ears among that beautiful hair, like little pink shells. Oh, what's that? There's something attached to her ear. Ah, I expect that's what's called an earring. It's a little piece of jewelry. An earring, you think? It really is tiny. Perhaps part of it is missing. Maybe it broke off. All that's left is the clasp part that attaches to the ear. That's the case. She doesn't appear to have noticed that it's broken. I presented. This is literally the only thing I got.
Yes!
Yes! It's not right. After that, you can't forgive yourself, can you? Didn't understand just a little too well. You'll spend enough Mr. Sholmes accused terrible words add salt to the wound and hurt your ears. Spectacularly contrived logic led you to this mindless conclusion. Oh, well, it's supposed to be a logic and reasoning spectacular, so I thought I'd contribute to the show. My show, Mr. Naruhodo. Kindly perform any peculiar experiments on your own stage. That face. Sorry. That's cool, though. Wait, we can turn this around, can't we? Oh, gosh. What to do? Oh, there it is. See, this is what I was trying to do. Jeez.
Yes!
Yes! There we go, and the music cuts off. So we're right. Just again. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, that claw scratch smarts with pain. Indeed, and simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh. Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch sometime last night? When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. Seems like the scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? Except, snakes don't have claws, do they? No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet on which claws might grow. Well then, if that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers? We should follow her gaze, Naruto-san. That's where we'll find the answer. Oh, here.
Yes!
Photographic frame. What's wrong? Reaching Miss Pavlova. Let's not be distracted by the print itself. Oh no. It's a frame that is your friend, isn't it? Because there's so beautiful displays for the people inside it. That deduction was wanting in every way. Yes, I was wanting you to hear it. I'm quite proud of it. I find myself wanting never to have heard it. I'm quite pained by it in fact. Oh, sorry. Try again. What? How was that wrong? Hey. I think we have to examine it first. Yes, okay. I'm gonna examine it, see what we get. Ah, look at the photograph in this frame. This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away. She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she? Yes, that's true. But personally, it's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye. We better take a closer look at this. Now,
Yes!
there you go. It's the little kitten that's your friend. Without doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us. Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear. Oh no. The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Darka is my best friend. I couldn't leave her behind. Darka would appear to be a Russian blue. Poor snake at him all. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observations on it in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, the specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we then give, pray? What was the sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying, but failing to conceal, can only be the snake's loved skin. Now we know it's not belonging to the snake. Did you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back. If she just left it in her pocket, no one would have ever known. Oh yes, boys like that are Mr. Sholmes' specialty. It's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal something. I thought deduction was her specialty. Or maybe make me believe that was a ploy too. Anyway, find it hard to believe that that's the skin of a snake. Yeah, because we know the snake's not our pet. In which case, just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back? Turn around! Show me what's behind your back. It's funny that like she's hiding it, but we could just like do this and like. Well, it is speckled and it is a band, but what is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy. A long piece of cloth of some sort, and that looks like a handle at one end. I think it may be a cat's toy. This sort is common in the West, apparently. How's that a toy for cats? Cats like to chase the band around and paw it. Kittens in particular love that sort of play. You only need to wave it in front of them, and they pounce to catch it. That sounds positively adorable. There we go. And now we can present it. We just presented it before we failed. Present! Yes! Yes, the thing you're trying, but failing to conceal is, a cat's toy. Precisely, and the true nature of the now infamous speckled band. And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. This is just a theater. Carried it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it. But why? For what reason? Dear boy, there can only be one answer to that. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return. In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka. Yeah! A truly troublesome feline young Darka is proving to be. He must be caged once found. You will forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova. Photograph. Added to the court record. It was after I gave her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. Durka, she is so naughty. The little kitten. Okay. That still doesn't... I guess we'll find out. Does that mean the cat is responsible for anything? I don't think so. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. We already know this is wrong. And Mr. Sholmes says it's true. There are no signs of a wound anywhere on Cosmo-sama's body. That's right. But Mr. Sholmes seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Cosmo wasn't poisoned. Yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing now. Excuse me, sir, if you could, read this, please?
Yes!
Yes! Why? In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report. Ah, yes, I knew it was one or the other. His neck was... This is so stupid. Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. I love it though, it's so funny. Only that Goliath would be strong enough to survive that. This demon is strong enough to be some immortal freak, you know. This is perfect. Poor Stroganoff has just been standing there the whole time with a snake on his face. jury is out. Anyway, we have on good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take that as fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it as the crime. Oh no, could there be? Yes, an examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively. Cosmo died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something or someone. Yes, that's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found, though. Presumably, Darka didn't silently creep up behind Cosmo and deal him a fatal blow. I suppose it's possible that he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly. It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident. Oh yes, a bad fall could explain it. It's rather hard to believe of Kazuma-sama, though. He wasn't a clumsy man. Well, we need to fix this deduction somehow. Is there anything from the scene that could explain what happened? Newspapers, diary. Yeah, that's all we got. Alright, it's gonna have to be the mark on the floor.
Yes!
Yes! Yes, an examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively. This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish. Shoe polish? Indeed, positively identified by a little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course. Beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish. Please. And the color of the polish is a perfect match to the color of Mr. Asagi's lace leather shoes. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Mr. Asagi must have caught his foot at that point on the floor and tripped. Please, no. And, by a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell to the floor. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered, and in that instant, he lost his life. No! Can't be. I don't know anything about this. Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? Please. What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asagi lost his life? Yes, the facts are as clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. That's right. You had the evidence that links you to the victim's death in the traveling case. Nope. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama merely tripped over and now he's no more? It can't be true. I refuse to accept it. I know it's hard to believe, but the mark on the floor does seem to suggest that's what happened. But, and if this part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction is right, Miss Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here in this cabin, somewhere in the direction that she just cast her eyes. Where, I wonder? Let's have a good look around. The answer must be here somewhere. It's not the case. Is it the tiara? What about the basket? I'm gonna try the basket. This is a waste paper basket. Perhaps all the first-class cabins have them, but Miss Pavlova only started occupying this cabin late last night. Presumably there's not much rubbish in there yet. There it is. Oh, what's that? It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it? Yes, it is. And I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. If it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind simply playing tricks on you. Represent this?
Yes!
Yes! Yes, we got it. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to finish this deduction next time. Well, this is so interesting. Is it really true? Simply tripped and died? I don't believe it. Well, in any case, guess we'll find out the truth next time. Alright, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I'm hoping you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.